Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 2025 Tampa RV show. I am super excited today, not just like any other show. Today, I'm here at Wingamm. We are here to see for the first time the beautiful, the Italian, the European motorhome, the Wingamm. And I cannot tell you how exciting this is for me. So before this tour starts, I'd like you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna have so much content coming in from this 2025 Tampa RV show for you. So you don't wanna miss out anything. Let's start with the show.
Hello, Isaac, and hello to all of your viewers at home. My name is Tony Diamond. I'm with Wingamm USA, and we are standing in front of the US Wingamm Oasi 540.1. So this is one of Wingamm's models. This is their most compact model. It's 17 feet, 10 inches long. Wingamm has 5 motorized compact Class B motorhomes, and they have 2 travel trailers. And this is the first model we're bringing from Italy to the US. Wingamm is an Italian manufacturer, so the US models are actually made in Italy and then shipped to the US for our customers. So one thing that I think you'll notice that is so unique about Wingamm, and this is not just unique to the model you're looking at, but all of their models, is you probably notice how it's sort of fanning out on the sides and fanning out on the top. So that is Wingamm's signature. That is Wingamm's custom fiberglass monocoque shell. So this innovation that is unique to Wingamm is a game changer. So let's sort of first give some perspective, right? So all compact motorhomes in America, all Class B motorhomes in America, like all the ones you're going to see at the Florida RV Super Show, are all made the exact same way. The manufacturer takes an existing Ram ProMaster, an existing Mercedes Sprinter, or an existing Ford Transit, and they make the best compact motorhome they can inside that existing shell. But what Wingamm does differently is they start with a chassis cab. So they start with just this part here. Just this part here. And that's the Ram chassis cab. And then they install on top their custom fiberglass living module. And as I was mentioning before, this innovation allows Wingamm to completely reimagine the floor plan. So with all other Class B motorhomes in America, they have to allocate floor plan space to the bed. So what you end up doing is by having floor plan space allocated to the bed is you end up having to shrink your bathroom, shrink your dining room, and shrink your kitchen so that you have a place to sleep. But because Wingamm's patented drop-down bed is recessed in the ceiling, we can allocate much more space to our kitchen, to our bathroom, and to our dining room. And when we go inside, you're going to see just how large they are on this, when we step to the side, on this tiny footprint. So what you're looking at is 17 feet, 10 inches long, which makes Wingamm, the Wingamm Oasi 540.1, the smallest fully featured motorhome in the world. So just to give you some perspective, a Wingamm Oasi 540 is only 10 inches longer than a Honda Odyssey minivan, which is the best-selling minivan in America. So while this will work beautifully in nature, you certainly can use it day to day if you'd like as well. So one thing I want to kind of point out is not necessarily obvious when you first look at Wingamm is when you think of all other Class B motorhomes in America, you enter the same way, right? Through that clunky cargo van Amazon delivery door, right? You slide it open, it's heavy, it's cumbersome, and then what do? You basically walk right into your kitchen. Well, but they actually allocate, a couple of feet for you to sort of squeeze through to get into your motorhome. So what you'll see inside is because there's no door here, there's no cargo van door here, Wingamm is able to allocate this entire side of their motorhome to the kitchen block. So you'll see when we go inside how big the kitchen actually is. And then also, and this is only made possible by the monocoque shell, the front entry door is this elegant, sophisticated door. And when you enter, it's like entering into your home. So we'll take a step inside. So one of the things I always like to say is, when you enter a Class B motorhome that's made in America and all of the existing cargo vans, I call it to sort of turn to the side and shuffle, right? That's how you kind of go back and forth in the motorhome. But with a Wingamm, because as we talked about outside, you saw how the custom fiberglass monocoque shell fans out on the sides, on the top. you end up with this very voluminous interior. And when you can see, you can spread your arms. You have all this extra room. It's almost like a studio apartment. And just to give you more perspective, so this right here is where a cargo van would end. So this is the extension of the fiberglass monocoque shell. So you end up with about 5 or 6 inches on each side, an additional living space. And that's what gives it its voluminous interior. And then to continue what we were mentioning outside about the kitchen, so here is the kitchen block inside a 17-foot, 10-inch long micro RV. Your viewers can be the judge at home, but I think you'd have to get into a very, very large RV to find a kitchen this big. Certainly, there's no Class B motorhome that has a kitchen this size. And then, if you kind of turn the camera on, I'm going to sit now in the dining room. So if you're at home, think about all the Class B motorhomes that you've been in, that you've seen, and think about the size of the dining room table and how many people it seats. So Isaac is actually sitting in the passenger seat, which swivels around. And if you sort of turn the captain's seat, swivels around as well. It's not fully swiveled, but so there's 2 seats there. And now there is room easily, if I'm here, for 3 other people, 2 or 3 other people to sit comfortably around the Wingamm Oasis 540.1 dining room table. So you have room for, 5 or 6 people to hang out, enjoy yourselves, have a glass of wine, and you can have your own little dinner party. And again, this is inside of a 17-foot, 10-inch motorhome. So if you kind of turn the camera up, Isaac, so here, if you actually come over here with me, we were talking outside about how the bed is recessed in the ceiling, and by not having to allocate floor plan space to the bed, we can allocate more space to the dining room, the kitchen, and the bathroom. So here's the bed. It's Wingam's patented drop-down bed. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to get in and out. So one way to get in and out, or up and down, is the ladder. Or just put a foot on the seat and hop up.
Wow.
There you are. No, I'd like to say that I was 6 feet tall. Unfortunately, I'm not quite 6 feet tall. But certainly there is plenty of room. There's a skylight here. So this opens up. And there's a skylight here. You'll see. Do a little stargazing.
And both of the stargazers have privacy shades, mosquito nets.
That's right. I'll show you. Mosquito net, privacy.
Wow.
And you'll notice too, there's storage on each side, so you don't have to go down, to get your cell phone or your books or whatever, your water. Mm-hmm. And you have access to the upper cabinets as well.
The weight certification on this bed is how many pounds?
750 pounds.
750 pounds. That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Yeah.
Wow. And it's just as simple as that. You just lift it up and it tucks away.
That's it. Wow. You want to see something amazing?
Yes, I do.
All right. I'm going to show you something amazing. We actually have 2 beds.
Okay.
So you can sleep 2 adults and 2 children comfortably. Let me get my colleague Lance, who's going to show you how easy it is to convert the dining room table into a second bed.
This is just simply beautiful. As we're standing by to turn the sofa into a bed for additional children or adults, I just wanted to take you inside and let you know how beautiful and spacious, how modern, how bright, how welcoming this interior is. I mean, come on, guys, it's Italian. What do you expect? The Italians, fashion center of the world, the design center of the world. Obviously, they're gonna do the best. But it's just beautiful. All the leather, all the stitches. Look at that. All the leather, the stitches, the color, the combination of the tones, the handles. Just beautiful. Even the curtains and the colors, everything is just welcoming. So let's continue and turn this beautiful sofa into a bed.
So make sure that this latch is here, moving around.
That's a beautiful telescopic table that moves and rotates to all directions. All you have to do is just push it down, and then it comes with this mattress. You just put it into place, boom. Then you have a whole 72 inches, 48 inches?
74 by
74.
50-inch additional bed here.
74 to 50. That's, first of all, great space for 2 children, or even, oh, oh wow, yeah, look at that. That's great space even for 2 adults. Plenty of space and unbelievable. We're only in a van or a B plus that is under 18 feet long, guys.
A compact motorhome that's 17 feet 10 inches long.
And then you guys basically will be sleeping in a bunk bed position because the bed from
you have access to both beds, the fridge, the bathroom,
everything.
When all beds are in place and made. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And of course, the upper bed Tony may have mentioned, but you can keep that bed made. So it's not like you have to take everything off. You can just pull it down and it's ready to go.
As you can see, guys, it took us less than 30 seconds to make this bed, and putting it away is as fast as well. Just raise the bed, and next thing you know, you're ready to roll, either for your work or breakfast or get on the way. That's a huge table with a great sturdy telescopic leg, allowing the table.
So it does swivel as well into either additional countertop space for cooking or for sitting, working, and the TV. So here, workspace, TV, or somebody who's cooking lots and lots of prep.
Wow.
Or you can have Lance working and I can be cooking at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Wow. This is phenomenal. The guys, I mean, let me tell you, you don't have competition in the USA right now.
Thank you very much.
You don't. And you'd better produce a lot of those.
We're going to produce a lot. Every customer.
Because people are not going to willing to wait 2 years for getting one.
They don't have to wait. So the Wingamm Oasis 540.1 is available now. We are taking purchase orders and deposits. If you're interested, contact us, us@wingamm.com.
Look how thick the door is. Beautiful. It's leather. They use leather for handle. So high end. A huge bin here. You could use it for trash bin or you could use it for storage. It's just beautiful door. Huge hanging closet. Look at that. And then it goes all the way in. Great space. Great design. More space here. Just beautiful. Positive latching. And here, look at this beautiful bathroom. Wow. Just beautiful. Look at that sink, a cassette toilet, and a window that opens awning style with privacy shades or mosquito net. And then you have medicine cabinet behind these double mirrors. So much space for all kinds of stuff. Great towel hanger, a cup for your toothbrush, toothpaste, hooks that are already installed for your towels. You have your light button here. You have USB ports, 12-volt port, another storage underneath with shelving. You have ducted. This flooring can actually lift up for cleaning, but you have a drain port right there. A Dometic toilet with a flush. Very spacious.
All right, so from a sort of technical standpoint, we'll start with the windows / HVAC and then move to batteries, tank capacities. So the windows are the dual pane acrylic windows, awning style, open up completely. They have the bug screen, blackout screen, and there are three of those. Moving around to the front here, you've got your privacy curtain that goes around on this track. Got some extra storage above the driver's seat, and then, you know, attention to detail, Wingamm imprinted headboard. Let's go to the HVAC. So the air conditioner is provided by an Indleby 12 volt, 1200 watt variable speed air conditioner. So that will run off your battery. The heating system and the water heater are a Truma Combi Eco. Those of you who are familiar, it's a dual fuel system. You have propane as one fuel, or if you're plugged into shore power, you have 110 AC as another fuel. So that's a forced air system. There is 3 vents throughout the coach. There's also a vent that goes into a honeycombed flooring that provides radiant heating throughout the motorhome. Back to the HVAC, the Truma Combi Eco comes with a 2.6 gallon water tank, and you can boost that to get quick hot water. Tanks, the freshwater tank, 26 gallons, that it is insulated and heated. So this is a 4-season camper. You also have 16 gallons on the gray, and the black tank is a cassette, 4.6 gallon cassette. We'll be offering a propane delete option, which will give you a induction cooktop and a more robust battery system. While we're on the batteries, we'll be coming standard with a 200 amp hour lithium battery with a 2,000 watt inverter that will power multiple outlets within the motorhome. There will be an optional power pack upgrade, again with the propane delete, with a little more robust inverter converter system. There is solar power on the roof. It's 130 watts of solar power. Propane is utilizes 20 pound or 5 gallon typical a barbecue style propane tanks that are removable, so you don't have to go to a designated propane place to get your propane refilled. You could have one attached while filling the other one. There's 2 of those in an exterior compartment, 2 tanks. Yeah, so a total of 10 gallons, which really comes to 8 gallons of propane on board. The refrigerator is a 12 volt Indleby, so it's a single way refrigerator, no propane, no AC power, straight 12 volt. It does have a small freezer area in here as well.
And I want to show my viewers like how much space this huge kitchen actually has, and positive latching everywhere. And then the shelves, if you guys can see, I'll show you. It comes with like lips already installed so that nothing should fly or tumble upon you when you open those doors.
So up here, same thing, a nice half-inch lip so nothing's flying out. You're going to notice this kind of this rubber seal here, and that's so cupboards don't slam. And they stay nice, they don't rattle, they're nice and firm. This is where you could have your optional microwave, either inset into the cabinets or located on top.
So the propane tanks, as we discussed, they reside outside, right here in this sealed compartment. You have the space for both of them, which are regular standard market size, regular tanks. And you have your connectors and everything already good to go with ventilation ports. This is beautiful, really, really nice. And it's all rubbered and sealed and locked up right there. And I know that there's a really nice compartment back here. So the back has a great, large, the whole vehicle wide compartment. This is also where the second backup cassette for your toilet resides. And this is like a great space where you can put a lot of stuff, including your fishing poles if they're long, and this whole thing closes as such. It's beautiful. It's also sealed. And then here, another compartment, and this is where your cassette toilet is. This is where you pull it in and out, just like so. Very simple. That's your sewer connection. This is your city water connection, your 30 amp electricity connection, your exhaust for your Truma heating. That's your freshwater connection. And this is also another compartment. And this one is actually really nice because you can access this from the inside. As you can see over there, there's a flap under the sofa cushions. You lift it up, and next thing you know, you can access this from the interior. And here are your valves for your gray water, your fresh water. There's also a plug here if you want to keep anything here that needs charging and whatnot. And it's just wonderful. This is also where the driver's side, and here's your gasoline tank. Wingamm, just beautiful.
So Wingham's gone to great lengths to offer its customers, its US customers, some very sophisticated and stylish design options. So in their capsule collection, there is the Metropoli, the Dolomiti, and the Costiere. So what we have here at the Florida RV Super Show, the interior of this 540.1 is the Metropoli, which is the black and white monochromatic. And this 540.1 is the Costiere, which has sort of the Italian marbling look. And what's so important to mention about this is that Wingamm has partnered with Rubelli, which is a very high-end textile manufacturer. I mean, Rubelli is typically in opera houses, expensive homes, and stylish boutique hotels. But in this case, Wingamm is putting Rubelli textiles inside their luxury compact motorhomes. They've partnered with Cristina Ruminello, who is a well-known interior designer in Italy, to design all their pillows, their fabrics, and part of this capsule collection, which embodies the Dolomiti, the Metropoli, and the Costiere, is Wingamm motorhomes come like ready to wear, ready to drive. So it comes with bedding, pillows. It's all curated, plates, silverware, glasses. So you get like the high-end interior design of a home experience, but inside a compact, well, and in this case, we say this proudly, Italian motorhome. Those are control panels for your lights. Okay. So you don't have to walk to the other end of your motorhome to change your lights.
And there's two of them.
There's two of them, one on each side, which when you're in your bed is very convenient because you can reach those whether you're on one side or the other. And then those all tie into the Firefly control panel, which is right here.
Yeah, perfect. It's just beautiful. I mean, guys, like the detailing, the design aspect is just phenomenal.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. And they're available immediately in the US. Finally, we've been waiting and waiting and waiting.
That's right.
And finally they're here.
The 2025 models are being delivered to customers starting right after the show. Actually, this model is going to a customer. The other model on our exhibit floor is also going to a customer. And we are starting to get all of our 2025 supplies spoken for. So if you are interested, contact us now, because I have a hunch that we pretty much will be sold out probably by the end of the Florida RV Super Show.
That's beautiful. I salute you. I congratulate you.
Thank you.
And I wish you the best of luck. And I have to admit, you hardly have any competition on the American roads.
You know, I couldn't hear that. Could you say that one more time, Isaac?
No competition in America, that's for sure.
Thank you so much. We are just privileged and honored to be here and meet yourself and meet all of our customers and everybody who's really intrigued by this incredibly distinct, unique, stylish one-of-a-kind Italian product.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much
for the tour.
Isaac, thank you so much.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment below. If you have any questions, I'll definitely respond to them. Subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, see you on the road. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Isaac with Where Are We Going, and today I'm here with Terry from Embassy RVs, and we're going to show you a beautiful Class B Plus, the Cape Cod, and I think it's the only one in the market that doesn't have any wood in it whatsoever. So that's a super cool thing. I'm gonna give the show to Terry. He'll take it away. Let's start it.
All right, so we're going to introduce you to the Cape Cod. We've spent about 1.5 years creating this vehicle. All the transitions you see on this are vacuum molded fiberglass. So it's all about weight and how much carrying capacity we have on a vehicle of this size with 11,000 GVWR chassis that happens to be the Ford 350 HD with all-wheel drive technology and the EcoBoost motor. It's got the 10-speed transmission. I mean, it cruises like a dream. I can cruise at 78 miles an hour if I want. It doesn't care, even with the body of this size. So we're a little over 25 foot, and we'll show you some of the details of the vehicle. So part of what we like to talk about is our composites. We have our own composite division. We created this whole thing, including the body. We have a 5.5-inch thick composite roof that happens to be a radius roof that we did a 14,000-pound roof crush test on and didn't flex our body, which is unheard of in this industry. It's demanded of the bus industry, not of the RV industry, but we did it anyway. We have 1.5 inch thick composite walls. We have a 2.5 inch thick composite floor, and we have insulated glass windows. We can sit in the sun like this and run a vent all day long, and it feels like the air conditioning's on. We don't get the radiant heat through any of this body. So it's super comfortable. It's a little warm today. We're probably going to hit about 78, I believe. We're sitting in the sun. It doesn't feel like it inside. So as we come inside, you'll see some of the beautiful accents. When we created this, we knew we wanted to create something different than anything that's been in the market. So we've created all kinds of radius edges. It's all aluminum constructed cabinetry with yacht composite door panels, which means they're very lightweight. They're used in the yachting industry. This is a yacht composite we created a decorative ceiling with and did beautiful backlighting. We have a roof air conditioner that has a built-in heat pump, and we created our own air return for it, and it's ducted through these ducts throughout the vehicle, so it gives us air and heat. And we also have a 3-zone hydronic heating system that runs off the gasoline of the vehicle. We added this new double recliner to the system. We also have a telescoping bed that we created with seat belts that makes a bed for children. It comes all the way to here and turns a sofa into a bed quite quickly. This sofa simply slides out. You pull a lever and it reclines into a very flat seat. And we needed 4 inches for it to recline, so we made it slide out 4 inches so we don't use the aisleway when it's in the sofa mode. It snaps right back in place. The front seats do swivel. We throw this little drape in. I did that just to show customers are doing this, so we wanted to show what that does. But you can swivel the front seats and they become part of the living room if you want to do that. It's a little cluttered up there right now. We have a lot of storage up above. I've got pillows and things sitting up there. The cabinets have tons of storage in them. We have beautiful reading lights that you just push the lens and you can aim if you want to read a book. All insulated glass awning style windows. So we just have a few of them cracked with the vent on 50%, and it's very comfortable inside here. This little leaf flips up so we can go like this. Somebody can walk past, and you simply go like this and you extend the kitchen counter. It's very slick and it makes a nice big counter. Cabinets with drawers and a big sink. We use every nook and cranny of this vehicle, so you can see there's a lot of storage up above. This is our television. You pull this strap, it actually slides out and aims at the living room, and it stores into a dead space that would normally in an RV not be used for anything. And we made it a beautiful space for a TV, and it just hides away. So we built this nice radius wall that makes this it really opened up the living room by doing this. We don't have slide out rooms, but the space is incredible. And when you step into the bathroom, hit this light for a minute. It's a beautifully lit space. It's a 45-inch bathroom. The toilet actually slides out of the bathroom into this cubby. And we have the Lavio dry flush in this case, or we can do the separate tiny compost toilet. And it just hides away and gives you this big shower. We have a wonderful linen closet with adjustable shelves in it to hold all your gear here, which is unheard of in a vehicle like this. We have a vent in the bathroom, the max air through the side, and we actually have it air conditioned and heated in the bathroom from the heat pump air conditioner. So you have that as well. A wonderful little sink, nice adjustable shower. There we go.
How tall are you? Just to give them a reference.
We made this ceiling 6'9" finish. I'm up just an inch and a half, so I'm probably 6'7.5" inside clearance of this bathroom. So under this, I believe I'm 6'4" and I think it's 6'6" actually and a quarter to this point. So we wanted to make sure somebody 6'6" could walk through this vehicle. So we have a pantry here, we have a huge refrigerator, we have a convection microwave, storage everywhere. We have a drawer that slides out with storage in it that the shorties can stand on and get in the microwave. It's a step-in storage. So you just pull this up and pull this out. You can see we have extra, and you can stand on that. This goes back in. There's storage under your feet that flips up and has the Lavio bags in it. So there's storage everywhere. So that's got big storage. There's storage under this sofa.
Wow.
And really big storage up top for all your clothes and things. And it's just a panoramic view back here. We were on the beach at a campground in Melbourne. Incredible. The view was just so nice. We have privacy doors that slide over if you want them. That's the pantry. They're all soft close drawers. All aluminum constructed with composites. All aluminum wrapped with marine vinyls.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Especially, I think you take all the awards home with that bathroom design.
We started with the bathroom. Everybody ends with the bathroom. They build the unit, say, okay, we got this left for a bathroom, what are we gonna do? We started with the bathroom and built around the bathroom. We knew we wanted space for this here and our telescoping bed. That's about 55 inches right there. We wanted 45 inches for a shower, which nobody does. And we got that in here. We still got a wardrobe and a linen closet in the bathroom. And we have a 45-inch bathroom. And we have 6'4" beds in the back. But if you're really tall, it's 7 foot this way. So you can sleep either direction.
So this one is actually a twin bed configuration, but you were mentioning earlier something about your designing.
We have a lot of customers asking for this to become one complete bed. So we build our own composites. It's something we'll be working on in the future, is to make another platform that will stow away in here and come up here and make this one complete bed. We already have cushion manufacturers and stuff that make things for us. So it's just one of those things that's on our list to do. This electrical system is a married system that we helped create with one of the largest manufacturers in the industry that nobody really knows about, and it's Brunswick Corporation. They own Mercury Marine, Motor Guide Trolling Motor, Boston Whaler, you name it, Marine Co., Lowrance. They're just huge in the yachting world. So Embassy created a system with them that's the touch panel, the wiring for that, the battery switches, the 920 amp hour lithium battery, the inverters, the shunts, the fuse panels, All of that is from one company, not 5 different companies, and because we married it with one company, it's a complete 5-year warranty, which is unheard of in this industry. So we can remote into it just like a yacht and see this from anywhere in the world, because yachts can't pull over and go to an RV service center in the middle of the ocean. It's that system. So it has huge advantages. This does Bluetooth to your iPad, and it will soon be to the iPhone, and then later on we'll get this into a Android phone. We have a 3-zone heating system, which means the living room's its own heating zone, the bedroom's its own heating zone, and our water tanks are its own heating zone. And we're carrying about 36 gallons of fresh water, and we have hydronic lines running around them. The tanks are insulated, and the system will manage it. If it sees the water getting too cold, it'll cycle the antifreeze around it and keep it warm. So it's a really nice system. It runs off the gasoline of the vehicle, and all I have to do is hit the burner. It comes on, in about 10 minutes I've got hot water and hot air.
No propane on this vehicle.
No propane.
Whatsoever.
I've done propane since 2003. We won't do propane. We won't do generators. We won't do black tanks. It's just free of all that.
And you mentioning there was 38 gallons of freshwater capacity?
It's technically 38. I always say 36 because normally we're not going to fill it all the way. We don't need 38, but the tank is a 38-gallon tank. So I can dim lights just by holding a button and going like that, and I just dimmed all my lights and touch, and it's just really intuitive. We've got control of everything. My water, it's by percentages. It's not by 1/3, 2/3 full. Water pump, I just turned it off. My batteries are at 51%. I'm drawing 19 amps. I can still do that for 25 hours. But all I have to do is idle the engine and I'll charge it right back up again.
And what kind of a solar power and battery?
I have no solar right now. We run our engine at idle and we get 110 amps of charge, which is way more than you can get from solar. When you're driving, we get 250 amps of charge from the alternator. Wow. We have 2 alternators.
Battery capacity?
920 amp hour. There's 2 460s on board. So we have had occasion where there might have been a glitch. You know, we tighten our cables every once in a while, but we can shut down one battery and run off the other if we want. So 2 batteries is a huge advantage. If there is something that you need to maintain, and maybe you forgot to do it, we can shut off a battery and run off the other. We're still 460 amp hours, so there's a big advantage to having 2 instead of 1 big battery. So I have a lot of stuff in here. I'm carrying some parts for customers that are showing up today. So I've got foam in here and microwave in here for a customer that wanted it. But this storage goes all the way through the other side. It is lighted, but right now you just can't see through because I have stuff in here for people I'm bringing. So hopefully tomorrow this will be free. Then we have big aluminum storage down below. So that's pretty deep actually, and that's all aluminum constructed. And that's the same on both sides. Everything lights up when you open it. We have a very heavy duty trailer hitch. I believe it's 7,500 pound tow hitch capacity with 500 pound tongue capacity. So we built a superstructure under this to handle all that.
And the Cape Cod comes only on the Ford 50 HD,
yes.
all-wheel drive?
It's the motor is so powerful for this. You know, the Ford's our #1 selling vehicle. And when you invest all the money into all this fiberglass work, you know, the Ford tends to do very well with this setup. The fiberglass work is just right on the money. I mean, you don't see big caulk lines. We actually caulk it before paint. It's so clean. You know, everyone else would caulk it afterwards, but the parts fit so well that it's very little that it takes to put this all together.
Beautiful awning style windows all around.
That is dual pane glass that I can't the advantage to that with heat on the inside. We're just not seeing it passing through. Our windows are composites, so it's just super efficient.
You have these security cameras up above.
That is 360 camera system. They're all around, so we can see all around this. And then that's the side vent. We're so tall inside, if we'd have put it in the roof, the ladies couldn't reach it, so we put it through the side so the ladies can reach the vent.
Makes sense. So here's your City Connect.
We did put a city water fill, and then this is just gray water. There's no black. And the 2 valves are to drain out the fresh water, went for low point drains. It's a treat to drive. I mean, it just cruises down the road. It's just wonderful to drive. We don't sell through dealers, we sell direct. We always have. So you would go to embassyrv.com, and on the bottom of our website, you'll see how to contact us, and you just send in how you heard about us, the event or whatever, and then our team will send you information back and get in touch with you. The MSRP on this vehicle is $198,850. So that's a very, very competitive price for the technology that's on board.
Just for the bathroom alone.
We know, selling direct and with what we have here, it's hard to touch us right now on this vehicle.
Thank you, Terry.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for the information and the great tour. And we hope to see you soon again.
You will.
Enjoy, peace, love, and vans.
Yeah, if you go over there, you'll see at least over 60 of our vans here. We have a great support system here at this event. So I have a Terry Trail and Embassy Avenue and all kinds of stuff over here where you'll see a lot of our customers enjoying this beautiful event. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm super excited because I finally have my hands on the leisure travel vans, the Unity. The Unity, as you know, on the Mercedes chassis, and this is a brand new 2024, and I'm here with Mary from Frets RV. She will give you an amazing tour about this Unity, and let's go.
Hi, Mary from Frets RV, and I'm here to go over the leisure travel Unity with you today with Isaac. And we're going to talk about leisure travel. You can get a Unity right now. They're about 8 to 10 months on an order. And the Wonders on the Ford chassis are about 17 to 24 months on an order. Today, I happen to have a 2024 Murphy bed here, and it's not available. It's somebody else's unit. But next week, I do have an FX coming in that's available. So reach out if you're interested. But I want to go over this. I'm going to start on the outside, and then we're going to get to the inside. But leisure is a high quality product. It gives you great outside cabinets, All of these cabinets are made of galvanized steel. They're carpeted, they're foamed underneath so you don't get road noise. High quality products here. These will, when you latch these cabinets, they suck in and create a seal where the rubber is, so you're not getting any leaks or anything like that. And this is quiet going down the road. This gives you a lot of storage. Every cabinet tells you how much weight it can hold, so it is a high quality product. Nice hinges here to keep it open and out of the way when you're using it. Right up front here is the current 2,000 watt inverter, but in 2025, which if you place an order, you'll be ordering in 2025, that is going to be a 3,000 watt inverter. Now this is standard with 200 amp hours of lithium. This, and then in 2025, it will have 270 amp hours of lithium standard with an option to add more. This does have an outside table option, so that outside table would sit right here. It's a lovely feature to have under your nice large awning with the LED lights on the outside. It also has wind sensors, and it has this nice porch light to light up underneath the awning in this beautiful sand exterior. What a beautiful color combination this is. More storage compartments all the way through. This one happens to be your generator. So when you're on the diesel Mercedes-Benz chassis, you're going to have the 360 LP, so liquid propane generator from Onan. And that's the generator you'll have in here. And one more storage cabinet here. Nice little one, but it is mighty. Still has the same options as we talked about on the other ones. And then look at this big storage cabinet here. This is great for your golf clubs. Couple sets of clubs would fit in here. Nice tall cabinet. It's probably 5 feet tall. You do have that outside table. It gets stored right here. The all-weather mats for the chassis are in here. And here is the exterior ladder extension. So if you get the option of the exterior ladder, this is the extension for it. And then you do have the exterior ladder right here that it would hook onto. The back fiberglass cap on this leisure travel is absolutely beautiful. It has a rear view camera. It also has an observation mirror in the rear view mirror. So that's a brand new feature for the 2023 leisure. So we've had that in the 2022 chassis, 23 chassis, and the 24 chassis. And that gives you a beautiful rear observation mirror up front. The leisure travel logo is here. Your license plate will be here. And then down here, you do have a 5,000 pound hitch. Now, this will tow about 4,250 pounds, and it does have 7-pin wiring here also. So if you want to tow a small vehicle behind you, you can, or you could, of course, put a Como carrier or a rack back here to carry extra supplies. As you come around to the side here, we do have our business cabinet. All of our business is taken care of right here in this cabinet. We have our freshwater hookup, or we have our outside shower. We have our water pump button here in case you didn't turn it on inside. We have our propane switch, our macerator switch. So here in this B Plus van, a macerator is an option from Leisure Travel, and this you would just put into the dump, and you would hit the macerator switch here and pump out the waste. So you have your black and gray pull handles are right here. So all that happens right here, along with your propane fill, and your black tank flushes here also. So all of the business happens right here on this side of the unit. And then this also has a Truma AquaGo hot water heater, the tankless hot water heater from Truma. Very efficient, instant hot water, works wonderfully. This coach happens to have the upgrade Alcoa wheels. Though standard on this Mercedes chassis would be a steel wheel, you can upgrade with Leisure Travel to these Alcoa wheels, which I highly recommend. It gives a beautiful appearance to the coach. Right here is where you're going to have your shore power hookup. This is a 30 amp service here. You just plug in right here. Now we have some more storage compartments right here. 2 more large storage compartments. Again, galvanized steel with the weight up here, how much it'll hold. They also do give you a 3-inch sewer hose storage spot here that comes along with the unit. So you have that just in case you didn't use the macerator, you would have your 3-inch hose right there. So nice storage here from Leisure Travel. As we come around to the chassis, this is a beautiful chassis. It has all of the latest safety features, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping, crash avoidance. Everything is included on these premium chassis from Mercedes-Benz with Leisure Travel. And it does have heated seats with 3 memory positions. So it is heated power seats, and they both do swivel. All fiberglass outside, built on the Mercedes-Benz chassis. If you want to wash your window, gives you a step right here to get up and clean those windows. They do have, think of everything when they're putting these chassis together. Nice fog lights, a nice LED trim around the headlights. So it is just beautiful. Again, the Alcoa wheels. And then as we come around, we're going to enter into the entry door. All right, so we're going to head into the coach. Look at this beautiful screen door Leisure gives you. So it gives you these bars here to keep, you know, this from a pet from busting through. So that's a good thing to have. We know a lot of you have pets. You have a nice extension step here. And then as you step into the coach, you have a beautiful lighted handle right here and another lighted handle right here. So beautiful accents by Leisure Travel, keeping you safe also. All right, so as we come inside the Leisure Travel, we have beautiful LED rope lighting in the ceiling and accent lights throughout. It's just a beautiful, high quality product, the Leisure Travel. They do such a nice job. They have the Ultra fabric here. This fabric is so forgiving and easy to clean. The only thing that won't come off of this fabric is ballpoint pen and Sharpie. So don't use those around there. But everything else cleans off easily. This is a nice seating area here you have. So you can sit here. These chairs do recline. You can swivel these chairs if you'd be more comfortable like this. But they do recline back. You can have this chair here. And then you can spin these all the way around and have your dining table. So we'll show you that in a little bit. But this is just beautiful looking at the quality of this coach. So you can sit here and enjoy the TV. You can watch the TV in the down position like it is right now. Or you can pop it up on the televator and you can watch it in this position too. They have a nice sound bar up here. So when you're listening to the TV or you want to listen to a Bluetooth item, you can put that right through the sound bar. Beautiful cabinetry here, all solid wood cabinets as you can see on the side here on these curved cabinets. Nice latch system here. So nice size storage, big storage here. Plenty of cabinetry throughout here. So up here we do have some plugs. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the power in the Leisure Travel. So we do have 200 amp hours of lithium as your standard battery on here. And it does come with the 2000 watt inverter. So most of the plugs in this unit, including the plug for the microwave and the TV and by the bed, are all inverted on that 2000 watt inverter. So you can do all that without being plugged in. But then coming for 2025, we're going to have a standard 270 amp hours of lithium power with a 3000 watt inverter and the Truma Avanta air conditioner with the soft start already on it from Leisure. So you'll be able to run your air conditioner for a few hours on that 270 amp hours of lithium. And then you can add another 270, which will give you 5-6 hours of runtime on that air conditioner. So great upgrades coming in 2025 from Leisure Travel. Also has this beautiful Norcold refrigerator with the freezer drawer on the bottom. Nice storage in this refrigerator here. So a big 12-volt refrigerator will run off the lithium batteries. You're ready to go to put your food in an hour. So great upgrade from Leisure Travel in 2023 with this Norcold refrigerator. Now coming through the kitchen here, we have a beautiful bowl sink. Nice large bowl sink with a beautiful chrome faucet. Now, I will tell you a little bit about the 25th anniversary edition coming from Leisure Travel, where this faucet is going to be a black matte finish. So they do have a new package coming out for that 25th anniversary edition in 2025 with the quilted seats and a special exterior color. So something to keep an eye out for. This is your 2-burner propane stove. Leisure Travel's giving you a propane stove because they always want to give you the option to cook. We did talk about having an induction cooktop at one point. However, they strayed away from that. Back here in this Murphy bed, you do have the little area here, which some people use as an ice bucket and some people use as a trash can. A little versatile area you can use however you like. Leisure Travel also gives you this beautiful awning windows. So these windows open up nice and wide, and you have screens here. They're always can be used even when it's raining, and you do get night and day shades in your Leisure Travel. So you do have both shades of always here in the Leisure Travel. More cabinetry above your kitchen. So you have nice cabinets, a nice shelf in there. And then a quiet air conditioning system here with that Truma Avanta. So it does have very quiet air conditioning. This are magnetic strips here. So this is your little spice rack and your paper towel holder. These are on magnets, so if you prefer it not to be there and you want that one over there, they're that easy to move. Leisure is always thinking about the customer. So even though you have a main control panel up front, you're always going to have a few of these around the coach that are going to control the lights in the area you're in, control the water pump if you're in an area where you need water, and even control your big whole house fan above your head. So they give you thoughtful panels to control the items that you're near. We do have some nice storage down here also. Big storage compartment here. And then the nice drawers they have. So all of their drawers are soft close and they all latch tightly. So they're a little difficult to open, but that's normal because you want them to stay closed while you're traveling. And then you do get a nice little countertop extension here. So you have extra counter space while you're working in the kitchen. And then the beautiful Leisure Travel pantry. This is a beautiful upgrade this year from Leisure Travel. 2023, actually, they came out with this new black paneling on here, so it is absolutely beautiful. And another storage compartment up here. They're always thinking of you with lots of storage. Now, as we come into the bathroom, we do have a nice, beautiful barn door that slides right across here and would close. But this is, of course, a dry bath here with Leisure Travel. Big storage in here also. So we have this large storage compartment with hanging storage, a big shelf at the bottom. And this is also where the cab table is stored, as there's a table that can mount between the chairs up front. Big drawers here. Look how large that drawer is. Beautiful construction, solid wood construction from Leisure Travel. Again, soft close. We have heat vents down on the floor. Air conditioning vents are always on the ceiling. And more storage up here. And then again, another thoughtfully placed panel for lights, water pump, whatever you might need here in the bathroom. And then a nice size medicine chest. People are always looking for that medicine chest in the bathroom. So it's beautiful. And nice cabinetry down here with easy access to your whole house water filter and your water pump. Now, winterizing in this is easy. You don't need to do that with the water pump here. You're going to do that from outside. So, but you do have nice, easy access to the water pump. The beautiful chrome faucet here in your bowl sink. And then the gorgeous shower here with this pull-down bar and a beautiful skylight. So you can shower in the sun. Another whole house fan in here and a nice commode, which of course gives you a porcelain bowl here with Leisure Travel, and also gives you the rinser for when you're flushing. You can rinse out the toilet and make sure it's nice and clean. Just beautiful. And they do give you a full-length mirror which is nice to have in a motorhome too, because you don't always have that.
Hello. And it's so open.
It is. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Spacious.
It's amazing.
Open.
The slide out gives you so much room. It's incredible. And there you have your safe.
Oh.
So optional safe, that's an option. Nice size storage. And then we have our Firefly screen here. All of our controls right here at our fingertips. Well, most of our controls, I should say, at our fingertips. So we have a lighting screen. Everything with the up and down arrow means that those lights are dimmable, so you can see almost everything in the cabin is dimmable. You can turn all the lights off and on right from here. Also have your climate control here. Tank levels are all here. You can turn on your water pump right here, and then tells you how much charge you have in your house and chassis battery, and you can also start your generator right from here. You do have auto gen start in this unit too. So if you're leaving a pet in here and you want to set it for a certain temperature that the air conditioner and the generator would come on to keep the pet comfortable, that can all be done here in this auto gen start screen. So this is a beautiful Firefly panel that Leisure has in here. And we have another storage compartment here that we missed, Isaac. Look at this one. Octopus hooks in here. It's got it all. And then up here, we do have some more controls. So the Unity does have the option of the leveling jacks. So you don't get this option in the Wonder, but you do get that in the Unity. So these are super easy to use. You just turn it on and you push auto level and it'll do the work for you. And then we do have solar on the roof. So you can select an option of 2 or 400 watts of solar, and that is selectable when you are ordering the vehicle. And this is going to read out and tell you what's going on with your solar. This is your Truma AquaGo hot water heater controller. So you have that tankless hot water heater. It's all controlled right here. And then you have your 2000 watt inverter control, which again in 2025 will be a 3000 watt inverter. Your slide out control is here. Heated pads are here for the batteries. Now that in 2025 will be built into the batteries with the new lithium battery. They did think of everything. They do have a shade here to pull down for the door with a little magnet to keep it from clanking when you're driving, keep the sun out. And again, here's our TV with the televator. This is super easy to use. You just push it down and away. And then you do have awning windows here too. Beautiful awning windows. And again, with day and night shades, everything right here. So very nicely done. In here, some more shelving. And then you do have your power center there with your circuit breakers and your other fuses. With this Leisure Travel, this is the Murphy bed version. So with the Murphy bed, when the bed's down, you're a little close to this step. So they do give you this thoughtful little piece here so that you or your pup won't fall through in the middle of the night. So it's very nice. They think of everything, don't they? In the front chassis here, you do have a curtain that does attach around to shield all the windows, and you can still have both chairs swiveled and be able to relax in this area, and the curtain will cover all the windows. We do have the cab table option in here, so that is an option that cab table would insert right here, so you can swivel both chairs and have that option. And then it does have that observation rear view camera that I talked about up here in the chassis, so when you're driving down the road, you have that, and your beautiful navigation screen. Look at this amazing skylight from Leisure Travel. It is beautiful. Look, you can check out what's on the roof even. And it does, don't worry, it has a screen. So if you want to have it open like that, all the critters can stay on the outside. And then you do have a shade too. So if it's too hot, just close the shade.
Just like now, 97 degrees.
Just a little warm in here. So I'd like to show you how to convert the lounge into the dining position, if you'd like to see that, Isaac.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, sounds good.
That'll be great.
So what we're going to do with the Leisure Lounge Plus, all you have to do is swivel the chairs.
Let's do that. So
Do
this
that.
is it. Oh, just
Yep.
push of a finger and I can do it
Exactly.
with one hand.
Right. Whoop.
Oops. There we go.
There we go. So that easy. And then we're just going to release this here and pull this down. And then we can sit down and have dinner together. So it's so comfortable. It's a beautiful place. You're cooking? Okay. So it's a beautiful place to have dinner.
That is fantastic.
Isn't that wonderful? And then we can also make this into the bed. So we're going to put this into the bed position. Again, you can see how easy this is to do. So we'll swivel those back around. We're just going to take the back cushions off for now.
Okay.
I'm going to flip this guy down. And then I'm going to just release the bed here. And on this side over here. And I'm just going to pull this handle down. And here comes our bed. Look how easy that is.
Wow.
It is so easy. And then you just flip this. This is a brand new unit. Obviously still in the wrapper. So this would come down like this. And then you have your full sleeping position.
This is like an RV King almost, right?
This is an RV King. That is correct. And then you have this nice little option back here. So you could prop your pillow up against here and sit here and watch TV. It would be such a comfortable way to watch TV. And you have some reading lights back here also. And again, you have shade here for your window. And you have the nice awning windows here too. So that's just beautiful. Leisure travel thinks of everything. And they do everything in such high quality. It's phenomenal.
And this is all built in Canada.
This is all built in Canada. That is correct. Manitoba, Canada.
And let's see how easy it is to pack it up.
Pack it back up. Now, if you did have a topper or something on this mattress, you can let that ride down here behind here because you have all this space that you can fill in, and it's okay. Then you'll just close it right back up. And that's it. And then you flip up your chairs, and you're done. It's that easy.
That is really easy. And
really easy.
For my viewers, like I've managed to do the flipping of the chairs or swiveling them only with one hand.
Well, he's all one-handed while he's holding the camera.
Yeah, holding the camera.
Multitasker.
This is very easy and very, very smart. The design is screaming smart at me. Like, it's definitely beautiful. It's so spacious, and it's not that big of a slide.
No, it's not. It's probably 24 inches.
Yeah.
The slide.
What is the length of the coach from bumper to tail?
25 feet 1 inch.
Wow.
From bumper to bumper. So
25.1, and you have all the space, and the bathroom by itself. I kid you not, this is bigger than my bathroom at home.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And this one, like I said, still has the cardboard on the floor. It just came from the factory.
And we know that you're receiving one more next week available for purchase.
That is correct. I have an FX coming, which is a little different style than this. But if you're interested, you can contact me. And it's Mary Stevens at Frets RV. And my number is 215-723-3121, and just ask for Mary.
So you heard it. Why don't you just call Mary and get yourself a Travel Leisure FX, which is becoming available. And that's very rare. I kid you not. You cannot find a Travel Leisure vans anywhere in the market. So this is a quick catch. Call her now. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and we'll see you again on the next one. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm here at Tiffin's and I'm with Trent, and we will give you a great tour of the brand new 2025 Wayfarer, the new model XLW, which is standing right behind me on a Mercedes chassis, and Trent will take it away. So let's start the tour.
So my name's Trent Tiffin. I'm the National Sales Manager for our B and C class products at Tiffin Motorhomes. And today we're going to go over our reintroduced XLW. So we did a mid-year model change. We refreshed the interiors. We dropped our floor a little bit lower for more interior height. And that's going to be a lot of great changes for the LW. So can't wait to show everything to y'all. So a little bit about Tiffin. We always do a full body paint standard, so 3 coats of every color. This is our Gen 6 paint job, where we have Gen 7 paint jobs here as well. One of the new things that we have added to the Wayfarer is our new entry door. So very excited about this entry door. Really resembles the A-class entry doors that we have from PTL. So very hard slam door, nice and flush. But I did mention that we dropped the floor. So what we did is we took 5 inches out of our subframe structure and lowered everything. Still kept the same height of the coach, but on the inside you'll notice the massive difference. But one of the big differences, we only have 1 step up now into the coach instead of 2. So it's way easier to get into. And by doing that, we actually have made the floor flat inside. So instead of having a step up between the cab area, you just turn around and walk. So it's very easy to get around in the unit now. So here we have our 2000 watt inverter in this storage bay. And then we also have our new battery tray. We used to always have our batteries inside the steps, but now it has a little tray it can pull out. So much easier to access, service. So very happy about that. But then what's always made the LW is the massive pass-through storage. So put your bicycle, put all your travel gear, anything you want to put in here, you can. We do have outlets inside. We have racks that you can hang things on. And if you wanted to, people could probably put a molly plate on the inside, and we could give them some doors for a little more structure inside. One of my favorite things that we did on this side is for our plumbing. So again, you got the whole pass through for the storage. But the guys back home in Winfield did an awesome job with this. So all of our water bay connections. So, and we have a little bitty door. So now you can just, the water hose and everything, instead of having to clunk up all the other compartments. And then here you have all your dumps for your black and gray. Well, let's get to the inside. That's what I'm excited about.
This is your outside entertainment over here?
Yes, we do offer an outside
nice hydraulic arms. Perfect.
And it'll pull out swivel. And you still have a 16-foot awning.
The Girard as usual.
And then the speakers are built in, so if you want to Bluetooth everything, you can. Make it easy. So we got to refresh our interior. We went to a nice Euro style, but you can see all this height in here. Normally in an old Wayfarer, the ceiling's right here. And I'm about 6 foot, so and I could feel claustrophobic at times, but then people who are 6'4", 6'5", their heads touch it all the time. So there's so much room now inside these coaches. But yet it's covered up right here, but you can see we have a flat floor all the way. So anyone who struggles getting around in an RV can literally just turn around, walk through. We raised the bunk bed a little bit higher, obviously. It's still the same size bunk bed we've always had. It just looks smaller, but it's still the same depth. You could do all the storage, but then again, coming out of the cab area, you just give it a push. So I think that's kind of the nice thing, because it's easier to get around.
Beautiful.
And then we went to all curved upper cabinets, a real nice interior refresh for the Wayfarer. You know, all hidden latches.
Very nice.
So
Also here above the door, right?
yeah, it's all your control panels.
Control panels.
And one thing we started offering now is Aqua Hot on our Wayfarers. So hydronic heating. It's what we've always used on the Class A's. Now we have it in the Wayfarer, so full on. Very happy, used it for years, always worked well. So our normal setup is we either have a sofa, pull-out sofa, or we do our theater seating. And most everyone loves our theater seating. You know, full recline. So everybody's excited about that. We also did change our windows this year from a more rounded window to a squared off window.
It looks more residential.
So now we have the built-in day-night shades, but we also got rid of the old valences, and now we've wrapped everything for a really clean look. So super happy about that. And these windows, every knob, that part of the window tilt out, so you can get all the airflow you want. You know, this right here was a little cabinet door that was always hard to open. It was always like a hidden panel, but now got plenty of extra storage up top. Fridge, Euro style, pull out drawer at the bottom, freezer up top, 5 cubic foot for a refrigerator. Microwave down low. And with our cabinets too, we got all new locks on the cabinet, so going down the road, stuff's not gonna fall out. Very happy about that.
It's an induction, no propane, right?
You can do an LP cooktop upon request, so yeah, we can do all that. It's no problem for
So
us.
induction and then
Convection microwave.
Microwave.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
So then we get to our bath, got one big bowl sink.
Very nice.
So then we get to our bathroom, and one thing we've always been known for on our showers is all one-piece fiberglass. We don't like using the multi-piece plastic showers. You know, a lot more leak points, the seal can break. Shower miser.
Showers, mine.
Yeah, keeps the hot water circulating all the time. So you turn it on and off. You don't get hit with that cold all of a sudden. And then you have your bathroom or toilet and sink in this side, but split bath, you're able to open up the entire bathroom and have all your privacy for the rear of the coach. In the bedroom now, the old style LW, when I stood up on the steps, my head was touching the ceiling and I was kind of having to tilt my head. I've got all the room now. You know, full-size twin beds, can make it to a king bed, but again, you just have all the head height, the space. It doesn't feel claustrophobic. There's a lot of twin beds with the bicycle storage underneath. It feels claustrophobic in the back because the beds have to be raised so high. So,
And nice all around, 3 big, large windows. And lots of storage spaces I see wrapping all around.
yeah, and underneath the beds, we have storage everywhere as well. So, all your tabletops. And then here, we have where our closets will go. And so this is the first
So much space.
XLW that we got to build this way, so the team did an awesome job back in Winfield, so very happy with that. And I can't get over the interior finish. It's a great refresh. Super excited.
And what I really like about the fact that, as far as I can tell, once the slide is in, you can still access your bathroom, your shower, your bedroom, your kitchen, your everything.
You would use the whole coach at any given point. Slide in or slide out.
Yeah, I'm looking at it because it's amazing. Probably the slide comes through the same
We come to about right here.
yeah, where the wall is with the bathroom. And you just have a Class B plus or Class C that is accessible and all amenities. Again, the toilet, the shower, the bedroom, the sofa, the kitchen, everything is usable. So that's amazing.
And one question I have been getting, are the new ceiling lights dimmable? They are dimmable. So on our spider control system, you just go to your lights, you hit the main ceiling and bring it down.
Oh, wow.
One thing too, we did start recovering all the Mercedes seats instead of just having the black seats, and people, oh, they're mismatched. Like, that's fixed too. So very happy about that.
I see ducted air conditioning all through the cabin.
Yes, everything is ducted.
And this year you're having Boss audio systems. Oh. Very nice.
Simple system to use. Again, all our spider, all the tank levels, the voltage levels, all your light controls, slide controls.
And I see a lit handlebar to get in and out.
And then we have the handlebar on this side too to make it easier to get in and out with the backlight. All up here again is just all your controls. So antenna, cable, the inverter, your satellite system, generator, solar, hot water heater.
Is the generator diesel or propane or?
It's LP right now.
Okay, LP.
So Mercedes, when they came out with their 4-cylinder chassis, the turbo, does phenomenal, by the way, because I know some people have concerns from the 6-cylinder, 4-cylinder. Not a difference. Actually, a little bit better pep in the step, in my opinion. But they changed the fuel lines, so a lot of the diesel generators weren't applicable at that point. But we do have a diesel generator coming. When that does happen, we can swap the LP generator to the diesel generator. So if someone bought the Wayfarer that has the LP and it's the same brand, we can swap it out because it's the same size.
Overall, a beautiful, clean, very modern, very chic. Obviously, Tiffin luxury. You can see it everywhere. I'm just going up into the bedroom, and yes, like the ceiling is so high, like unbelievable. There's so much space, and there's another TV and a sound bar. You have your air conditioning control here, and also another control center to control the lights.
And this is just an access panel for plumbing.
Okay, wonderful.
Reading lights and outlets all up underneath as well.
And plenty of storage everywhere. Of course, the beautiful Tiffin logo. And all these windows are awning style. They all open up.
Every one of them. This one will not open up due to being an exit window.
That's your emergency exit.
Yes,
right?
you can move the panel here because we have it already inset, so you can make it
Into
a massive king size bed.
king size. And I also noticed that I'm standing on top of something that might be.
Yeah, so if you lift that up, there's a handle in the front. Lift it up. So any hiding spots for shoes or litter box for the cat. We've had a lot of requests for those kind of things over the years.
So that's not just the steps, that's actually storage.
Storage or anything you just want to hide and get out of the way.
And let me show them the bathroom. I love this privacy door too.
Yeah, it's a great, good looking door. It makes everything real simple and clean. And also, we actually have a curtain here too for the bedroom. So if you do have people staying with you, you have this door shut off, well then people can come in, you're sleeping, it's just that awkwardness. So now you have the curtain to block it all off. So if you do have guests, kids, grandkids, whatever the case may be, everybody can get to the bathroom and not bother each other at night while they're sleeping. So that was a nice idea the engineering team had.
Very nice.
And yeah, so we are ready for 5,000 pounds on towing.
You definitely don't want to drive like this though. And this one is the XRW, the 2025 Wayfarer, Tiffin Wayfarer 25 XRW, which comes with a Murphy bed. The front is pretty much the same, with the reclining seats, the over-the-cab single bed, the beautiful Mercedes cab with all the bells and whistles, spots to attach your tables and lagoon tables also. 1, 2, 3, in fact 4 lagoon table connection ports. The rear bathroom, the dry bathroom with a beautiful shower, a large rear window, max air fan, and a very nice sink, more shelving, more storage under the sink, and of course overhead storage. Very nice. Hello everybody. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is the time to do it. We'll be here at Hershey and give you so much more rigs and new innovations for 2025. So subscribe. And we have the Murphy right here. So you just open this leg like so, detach the cable, and just lower it like so. You take the pillows out, and this is how it's lowered. Then you have a queen size bed with windows, power ports, USB ports, cup holders, and more overhead storage. And very comfortable, very quality mattress, as you can see. And then to lift it up, it's as simple as pushing this all the way up and close this. And attach the cord and bring back the sofa's cushions. That's one. Two. And you have back your sofa and your space, and the bed is gone. Very spacious, very open layout, lots and lots of storage, hanging closet, more storage. Look at the size of the storage above the TV. TV with a sound bar, huge drawers, storage galore. 12-volt refrigerator with freezer. Again, induction, large circular sink. And you have another TV up here. So not one, but two TVs, so you can watch while you're in bed. And behind the TV, more storage. More storage. And then here you have this little door where it stores the privacy curtain, and it goes up against the rail here to give you the privacy you much need while you're in bed. Overall, look at that new ceiling height. This feels so big, so spacious inside, thanks to the new design by Tiffin, the new Wayfarer 2025. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and comment and subscribe to the channel. And until the next time, see you on the road. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.